KUT here, back with another video. This will be a review of Rakim's book, Sweat the Technique, Revelations on Creativity from the Lyrical Genius Rakim. I got this book on October 3rd at a book signing in downtown Phoenix. I have a whole video on that, so you can check the link below to go watch that and see how that went. Rakim is super cool, one of the dopest lyricists. You know, crazy MC just from back in the day, you know, super mellow, dope style, super lyrical. I mean, I can't use the word super enough when you describing this guy right here, man. He's just one of those hip hop legends and pioneers that's just, you know, on that upper echelon. You know, people may not know him, but the ones that do know true hip hop, they know Rakim, and he's on that list, that top 5 list whenever you talk about the hip hop of the Mount Rushmore of hip hop. Rakim, he's up in there. He's on that list. And so anyway, let me get to it. So I read the whole book, cover to cover. Went straight through it. Just finished it up a couple days ago. Got it on October 3rd. You know, took my time with it, but it was a fast read. You know, I got through it because it's interesting. It's that good. So I got my little notes here just on some talking points about the book. I highly recommend it if you're a hip hop head, even if you're not, and you just want to learn about Rakim. This is it right here. I mean, you can get the music, but this goes even deeper. I mean, it filled in a lot of gaps on some things that I didn't know. You know, we always heard stories about, you know, when him, Eric B, and Rakim split up. Like, he goes into depth about what happened. Then he goes into the thing with Dr. Dre, which I'll talk about in a few. But anyway, so in the beginning of the book, he just covered his background, you know, growing up in Long Island, New York. He was a football star. He played football in high school, and he was good. He was quarterback. Rakim was a quarterback. So he was on his way to go do some things with football. But this was a time when hip-hop was beginning. And, you know, people didn't realize that you could really have a career out of it. So it was kind of just a hobby for him. But he was around some DJs, and he would go rock in the park, you know, try to go rock in the parks. And you know the song Microphone Fiend. That's kind of a true story. He was a shorty, and he would come up, and they tried to tell him that he's too small. You know, cool, but I don't get upset. You know the deal. And everybody know that right there. But yeah, so he would try to rock the mics in the park, but eventually he would get his shot to do that. So, but yeah, Rakim is just that dude, man. And he also talks about his science and mathematics, man. Just he get into his spirituality side of things, you know, the 120 lessons, you know, whole 5% nation deal. He speaks on that, and there's a whole bunch is in this book. And I also like how he covers, before each chapter, there's lyrics to a song in there. Like, he'll pick some song and he talk about it, and he'll break it down, and you can actually see his rhyme patterns in there. It is really intricate. Rakim, man, he's definitely next level. Still is next level when it comes to MCing and writing, man. And he explained his process for writing with the whole grid system. He make a grid, or it's like dots on a page where his words are going to line up, and it's super intricate, and it's dope. It's dope. So I like how deep he went with it, man. No stone was left unturned with this book. So this is a great book, man. So he tells it all too, like all the albums, the creation of each album, touring, everything. He was just super low key with it. Just rocking the world, man. World tours him and Eric B was doing until the split happened, which is crazy. So they had some time. I think it was something like they had a couple of years left on their contract or a number of albums. So they were going to do some solo projects, and it just got hectic. And then Eric B wasn't responding, and he was kind of left stagnated for a little while because you can't move forward when you're locked into one contract. So there was you'll read the story. He got up out of that contract, though. He got freed and was able to go. And then once he was able to go, that's when the project, 18th Letter, came out. That was that comeback project that everybody's waiting for. It's so really crazy. I got a copy of it. It's dope. He had Premier, Pete Rock, I think Clark Kent, some other producers. A solid, dope project. So the 18th Letter's out there. Matter of fact, back in the day, I got the CD. I got the deluxe. And it came with 2 CDs. Had the 18th Letter and had just like a best of with all the classic Eric B and Rakim tracks when they were together. So yeah, it was it's a great project. And another thing I found interesting in the book was early on he was actually producing. Rakim was actually making a lot of the beats. He was producing. He was sampling a lot of stuff on Paid in Full. He was actually pulling the records that were going to get used and had an idea for them. And then Eric B would do the scratches on there. So that was I was surprised by that. I did not know that. So yeah, it was dope reading that. And what else I got here in my notes? The Dr. Dre situation was crazy. Now, Rakim is a conscious rapper. He don't rap gangster stuff. He may rap some hard stuff, but he don't do gangster rap. Most of his stuff is conscious. It's uplifting. It's either a party record or he's just going deep with some lyrical content for you. But it's always conscious. So the opportunity came where he's going to do a deal with one group of people, but Dre said, no, come with me. We're going to do this. We're going to make a classic. So according to the book, in his words, he moves out to L.A. He leaves. I think he was living in Connecticut at the time. Goes out to L.A. I think he was out there for a year or so. Took his family out there. Was supposed to be working with Dre. The whole situation was that Dre was busy with other projects and never really got a chance to get with Rakim. So it was, he just kind of left out there just hanging. He was doing some recording, I think with some other beats, some other producers. I think that was under Dre's umbrella. But never really, he said that he didn't want to put his best stuff out there. He was waiting on Dre. So they finally got to work. And when they finally got to work, him and Dre said, hey, we got to go with some gangster type raps. He wanted them to do gangster stuff. Says it right there in the book. And Rakim was not going to go back on all the stuff, the legacy he laid, not doing that type of rap. So it was just like, dang, Dre, you going to come with, you going to throw that at this dude? You know his legacy, man. So, but Dre got to do what he do. That's what he's famous for, producing gangster records and stuff like that. So he tried to throw that to the R. And R wasn't having it. He held his integrity. So he showed some integrity and didn't do it. That would be a form of selling out, for somebody like Rakim. You got conscious music and then you're going to come with a gangster record, talking all this stuff. Even though it's a way to do it, but he just said he wasn't with it. And another thing that was interesting was he turned down a lot of Hollywood. Hollywood's a funny place. He said he was getting a lot of people pitching stuff to him, scripts and different things, but it was always playing the thug, playing the gangster, something like that, always playing some kind of crazy role. He was getting stereotyped, and he turned it down, and he just stopped responding, he said. So I thought that was interesting too, man. Dude, that's super cool. That is dope, where you don't care about, like, the money and this and that. You ain't going to be no sellout. You ain't going to put that on screen. Other people do, that do what you do, but Rakim wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Except one time he was going to do it for Jam Master Jay because it was Jam Master Jay from Run DMC, Run DMC's DJ. He was going to do it for him, somebody he loved and respected. But it didn't go through. Like something happened, I think schedules, and it just never happened. So, but yeah, man, it's a great book. Read it, get it. And I'm just touching, a couple things that stuck out to me, but it goes deep, man. There's a lot more to this book and to Rakim. So definitely check it out if you get a chance. So also the link below to the other video when I went to the event and when I met him, a bunch of photos and stuff. So check that out. He signed my copy of Paid in Full, and he signed the Source magazine. So, and he signed the inside of this book too. So Sweat the Technique, Rakim book. It's out right now. Support this brother. He deserves it. If anybody deserves it, he deserves it. He deserved the support. So also check him out if he come to your city. All right. So I'm going to get up out of here. This is KUT. Like, share, and subscribe. More videos coming up. More interviews. More reviews on stuff. Cool stuff. Art stuff. Whatever. Also, my Stolen Art Show documentary is on Amazon. Check the link below. Support my film, you know what I mean? Just give it a watch. Leave a review. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. Peace.